dude. And I cannot, dude. I gotta turn that off, dude. Anyway, all right. This is Magic. This is a billion pages. This is like a billion pages on Magic. Let me make sure it's all here. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna take a bong hit. I have enough water. Okay. I don't want to deal with that dry mouth. Dude. You know when I die and everything's flashing before my eyes? It's just vagina and violence, dude. It really is. That's all it'll be. Just pretty girls and dead shit. I'm gonna have a great highlight reel. Dude, I like pretty girls. Pretty girls like me. But society hates my guts. I'm not a pariah, but I am dealing with speciesism because I'm no longer human. Who's got real complicated problems, bro? Let me drink some water. Damn. Dude, I was looking at somebody very beautiful before this and they were my own age. And I had to go away because I'm still, dude, I'm looking at where their naked body was on my computer and I'm still at. It's just a visual imprint in my mind. Behavior changes. Wolves is always watching cams. Oh, really? Yes. Yes, Wolves is always watching cams. Does he watch me? Are there ways to find out? If we tell you, it matters. He's always watching me. Behavior change. Behavior change. Are you doing this for me? I'm entranced. 20 minutes later. I have to leave. You will not do this to my psyche. And that's how my day goes. Alright. Damn, so you guys ready? Okay. Magic. Magic can occur a multitude of ways, but understand science and magic differ. Science is an application of technology. Magic, on the other hand, is either an application of ritual or an application of science with the addition of like faith or like psychic movement or whatever. And the faith aspect can be derived from anything from out of the realm of the norm. This out of the norm can be anything from example of faith can be derived from one god, repetition of actions such as Zen, and examples of gaining a familiar faith in oneself and continuous demonstrations of one's own power. You can generate your own magic if you do enough crazy shit. Like, think about it. My whole existence just fucks with the odds, so I just push even more fucking with the odds, and that's my precedent, so I just get to fuck with the odds. Like my sheer, like, my dad had a vasectomy, we'll start there. Long before he met my mom, because fuck those whores. And that's just the concept of guys who have a vasectomy, because they say, fuck those whores, and then they go, I had a vasectomy, it was not my child. Because that's the point of one. How do you know I'm stepping out? Because I had a vasectomy, and I don't have kids anymore. Ew. You should probably check on that, though. Sometimes they heal. Anyway, science runs on empiricism, which is the scientific formula. You make an observation, form a hypothesis, perform an experiment, and then proceed to record the results, which are either proven or disproven of your initial hypothesis. See? And then like dude, I don't know if you can see it, like there. That's the empirical formula. Observation, hypothesis, experiment, results, and then you have either proven or disproven your results. Okay? There you go. The scientific paradox that occurs when the recorded observation, when you record the observation, because that's what real science and technology is. You record your observations, and the recorded results differ from unrecorded results, and it's so fucking weird. It's like, it's serious fucking like heavy physics. Like, if you don't record something, the behavior is different than if you do record something, and it sets precedent, because then everything has to follow its behavior if you talk about it. Magic, when you do real magic, it's like Schrodinger's box. It's like, do you know what is or is not in the box? What's in the box? Is the cat in the box? Is the cat out of the box? You have no idea. Okay? Magic, on the other hand, can be a bit weirder in the process, as you are relying more on ritual or faith to carry the results or generate a small tear in reality, which can be done with or without science. But if you take it with the same seriousness as the scientific method, the inclusion of logic will carry the process further, as there is more concrete for the house of magic to sit on. So most people do like a setup, they do a ritual, they create the tear in reality, and then they get their results. People who are smart will do a shitload of planning, do their setup, do their ritual, create their tear, regardless of whether they know it or not. They make a bargain or deal, and then then there's a culmination, and then there's results. People who use sex magic a lot, because dude, women use sex magic all the time. That's why certain things happen. Men can only do so much, you know. When people use it in concertion, you get real creation magic, but that's like whatever. Like that's the nature of progeny and propagating the species. It's magic in and of itself. Fucking sockos. Also, magic can come from a variety of resources and ways, from artifacts, conduits, and gates, as well as prayers and spells. Also, magic allows for people to make deeper connections, such as avatars, soulmates, links, and familiars. Oh, damn! I might actually read the soulmate shit I wrote, but okay. I'll have to grab that at the end. I'll just do all of magic. I got like, fuck it. Anyway. Examples of magic. You have avatars. We all, like, if you're on this fucking gaming site and you don't know what a fucking avatar is at this point, you're a fucking psycho. If you're on fucking the internet, for the most part, have any kind of name anywhere, and you don't know what an avatar is, you're a fucking psycho. Okay? Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway. An avatar, or a physical representation of a god, his will, or a paradigm of the consistent traits or ideal created by said god. Because you gotta remember, usually like an avatar is a fracture of a god. If it's not a fracture of a god, it's somebody who's met his ideal and what he believed. And those gods are usually do as I say, not as I do gods, which is something to remember. Okay. The person or animal must be so consistent. You have to be consistent with what you do to reach an avatar status. Also understand that an avatar is an extension of that god's will or power. It's a physical manifestation of the god in a form that it can guide or control in the realm beyond its own plane of reality. Exactly, because in the god's own plane of reality, you'll never smoke it. It's a plane of reality. It controls the reality. As avatars can be chosen for their parallels or can be created by the god in question. If you want an example of creation from scratch, think of character creation in video games. Regardless of the objective, you create a character, you use it to further its and your own goals, regardless of if they are creation, destruction, or simple trolling. While in the case of gaining approval, to be an avatar, it is probably harder, as you would have to maintain either parallel to the god in question or its approval through consistency. Yeah. While in the case of gaining approval, like becoming an avatar, because the god in question said, "You do it, bro. You do exactly what I need you to do. You're perfect." That shit is harder. Because the avatar is, you'd have to maintain either parallels to the god in question or the approval of the god through consistency. Believe necessary parallels. Parallel history. Have you organically or fraudulently lived a parallel life of hardship or greatness similar to the person? You have to remember, like, Metal Gear Solid 2, like, that's all to make Raiden Solid Snake. Remember, the whole game of Metal Gear Solid 2, all those AI psychos, everything that goes on at Big Shell is to make Raiden Solid Snake. Okay? Just remember that. And Solid Snake is supposed to be Big Boss in the eyes of the military. The only thing that makes Solid Snake better than Big Boss is, as military is just kick ass and take names, Big Boss lost to Solid Snake. So there you go. Okay. Does Raiden beat Solid Snake? Do we come back as Solid Snake in Metal Gear Solid 4? Yeah. And the story of Metal Gear Solid 3 is Big Boss. Did Raiden make Avatar status? No, they cut him up and made him the knife. That's all he is. His avatar is the cyborg ninja. That's all it is. That's all fucking Revengeance is. Is the cyborg ninja fucking, like, this is what you really do when you're a cyborg ninja. Because you gotta remember, in Metal Gear Solid, he rips people apart. Like, when the cyborg ninja appears, it's just blood spray everywhere. Okay? Remember your place. Nobody bleeds as much as when the cyborg ninja's in the room. Even when he dies as a blood stain because he's crushed by Metal Gear Rex, still blood spray. Okay. Parallel motives. What were the motives behind the god, man, or deity? No one starts as an altruist. People as a whole might be believed to be chaotic good. But the realities of life change that. Also, at a greater, as greater apes, monkey see, monkey do, or teach me how. Because that's the way monkeys work. That's the way we are as people. Okay. That's why I do this shit. Because monkey see, monkey do, so other people can do this shit. All right. Just remember. But yeah, we're all greater apes, regardless of what you want to think. Even those of you cut with God, just remember this is man's island, and you guys are here just chilling, and we're psychos. It's like, notice it's always Lord of the Flies every couple of years. Parallel ability. This usually stems from either hereditary or personal development. If hereditary, there's a higher chance of successor avatar through hereditary rules, like the inheritance of traits. This goes down like medicine man, medicine woman, medicine man, medicine woman, like king, like stuff like that. Because king's like an avatar of God's will on earth through men to govern other men. That's why kings get to be there. It's the divine right of kings. God allows them to do that shit. Anyway. Yeah. Clear with less, yep. So, means based on, yeah, so there's that. There's hereditary. Then the other road to the avatar is there's less ego in it, and there's less pressure. Because if you're a hereditary person gaining traits, and you don't get those traits, people mock the shit out of you. Like just questioning why someone is better than you might hurt you. Okay? Like seriously. Oh, your dad did all that crazy shit? Really? What do you do that's crazy? Like, you ain't like your daddy. That's wrong. That's wrong. You ain't got that spark in you, bro? Okay. Like, when you reach avatar status on your own, when you have nothing to do with shit and you achieve shit, one, people who are hereditary avatars will probably come after you. just because you usurp the thought. And two, there's way less ego and way less pressure because that's usually an accidental thing unless somebody sacrifices you to the occasion. I'm gonna need some water soon. You can become an avatar through widespread faith. If there's enough latent psychic energy in everyone to give you the avatar status, that can happen. In the event the subject can capture, motivate, or galvanize, there might be enough latent psychic energy to propel someone to avatar status, kind of like a vote. Belief is not enough, though, as people can be fraudulent. As such, you'll just be a crowd favorite, not an avatar, and as such, the crowd can turn against you because the crowd is fickle and easily swayed. Damn, people are stupid. Alright. We'll go over some examples of avatars. When it comes to avatars of a particular god or deity or aspect, you have to understand its place in the greater scheme of things, such as the habitat or placement of such therein. With that said, I'll list known avatars and their placement in the greater scheme of the environment. Okay? Alright. So we got jaguars or panthers, because I'm an American, and an African American at that. Alright. The jaguar or the panther, this is as an American. Represents death in Aztec society, but I'm unsure of their role in the savannah, as they're also panthers and jaguars over there. My guess is they are brought to South American jungles either by the Musa that was before Mansa, crown. The Musa before Mansa, so you know, he took like a fleet of ships and was like sailing what is it, west? He sailed west and just like sent one dude back and was like, yo bro, we found some shit, we're gone. And that was it. But you know, he was a king. So if he brought panthers and jaguars over there, then he was just like, yo, check out this shit I got, bro. And like, they were just ripping people's hearts out for the longest time. Like, you never know who's out there, dude. You never know how culture will evolve. There's a lot of crazy shit that could happen. Or they could be just like divergent species from the Pangea split. But panthers and jaguars are pretty fucking close. Either way, meeting a panther or a jaguar in Mesoamerica or South America or the deep forests or whatever meant death, as a jaguar is considered the most dangerous thing there at the time. Yeah, if jaguar gets you, jaguar gets you. That's all I can say. In the forest, if you are weak, have a fresh kill, or are caught sleeping or unawares, death is assured. There are videos of people just leaving their dogs out in favelas. Let me see if I can get one. Yeah. Alright. Like, okay, dude, so, anyway, like, the bottom line is Jaguar gets you, okay? Jaguar gets you real quick. See? Here, I brought it up. Leopard, this is 451, dude, it's, like, dude. Actually, look at him slowly. This is him slowly walking. Slowly. Look at the counter up here. Slowly. Look, slowly. Dude, look at it. This is just somebody's porch, dude. This is just somebody's house right there. Dog's chilling. Got family shoes out. probably. See? See? Look at him. Look at him. Bro. Been doing this for some time. Bro, you gonna grab? I don't have time for it. Yep, there we go. See? Jaguar. Leopard, jaguar, panther. Your dog, bro. You left your dog out. Why didn't you love your dog enough? Yep, that's rough. Really hope you didn't have stuff the dog was protecting either. Alright. So yeah, that's Jaguar. Okay. Now, since we talked about Jaguar and we're Americans, we're gonna talk about capybara. Okay. Capybara is a gerbil or a giant hamster, and in South America in the jungles, like usually ranging from the size of a dog to like from what I hear, they get fucking huge. Like they start small and then they get like 70, 80 pounds to more, if I understand. Okay. Anyway. But, Capybara is the friendliest guy out there, okay? He really is. And he has no defenses. He's just a giant dude. He's just a fucking giant, this is a zoo. You can tell this one's talking about it. But that's Capybara, okay? So, he's just very, very good. He's a very good guy, alright? Capybara doesn't do anything. Capybara doesn't hurt anyone, alright? If you're in the forest and you see capybara, be nice to capybara, okay? Don't eat capybara for no reason, alright? If you already have food, don't eat capybara, alright? If you need to eat, kill capybara, but thank him, because capybara gave himself for you. Okay? And understand, if you kill capybara, and you weren't supposed to kill capybara, and you take too long, jaguar is gonna kill you. Because they're in the same spot. Yeah. Anyway. But always this is Capybara. Capybara is an avatar too. He's a happy guy. Okay? Pray to Capybara. He's a gentle guy. If Capybara gives his life for you, be very thankful. Because he probably didn't want it. Okay, now we have fertility goddesses. Every culture has a fertility goddess, okay? This is also y'all don't understand the modern woman, okay? and this fucking and the whole fucking whatchamacallit, what is it? Fucking not Game of the Game of Thrones fucking Handmaid's Tale mentality that we're going through as a modern draconian society. But here we go. Prior to modern medicine, young life is not assured. Miscarriages, stillborns, SIDS, other people being psychos, because fuck this dude. There were a lot of things that could assure that death occurred for people. Even conceiving, was hard for some, and then to carry to full term for fruition, like birth, you might not understand that shit was hard, dude. Having a kid for sure in the modern age is because of how plentiful food is and how easy life is now. and just getting kids off was considered a massive success. Like, you have to understand, you see pictures of people who like, well, have 10 kids. Yeah, there are other kids that didn't make it to that picture, but they tried. Uh, I'll remind you, some cultures, such as Korean or Chinese, have an official naming day after like 4 years old because they know the kid's gonna survive, plus they give a fuck. Because of the nature of young life and making it and wanting to avoid attachment uh, or sadness to the kid because it might just die. You never know. Shit happens. Before the advent of the nuclear family, large families were the norm, as you would try and produce as many children as you can to do such as much as help around the house or farmstead. A fertility goddess is culturally usually married to some other god, usually the god of farming, the god of war, or like Aphrodite is married to Hephaestus, who is like the god of smithing, but then you have Hephaestion, who is Alexander's best friend, but Alexander's the weapon, and Hephaestion's just making him sharper because he's just some dude. Anyway, the issue with the fertility goddess is like her children are numerous, but they're doomed to die because that's the sadness of being a fertility goddess. Give me a second. Fertility idol. Okay, these are fertility idols. This is some Indiana Jones shit. But these are like actual old like Mesopotamian fertility idols. This shit's fake. This shit's real. Big titties, big belly. See? Neolithic fertility. Woman with a child. Big titties, big ass. Big belly. So much Indiana Jones bullshit, dude. Indiana Jones, haha. The fuck? So much trash. Alright. Like, I have War Gods next, but it's just blank. If you know the rules, you know the rules. I think I'm writing that one as I'm here. Well, I'll get there one day, right? Yep. What is a figure? This trash again. Fertility idol. It's just more Raiders of what trash. See? Fertility idol. Just keeps kicking out the keys. I done did some things. Fertility. Oh, you can't see that. I'm behind it. This one. Fertility idol. Fertility idol. This is like post-Renaissance, like Victorian. Like Victory. Like if you've ever seen Victory. Fertility idol. Fertility idol. Fertility idol. Fertility idol. Like fertility idol's #1 resource is water. It is wet. Alright, I'm gonna cut it here. I have other sections to read. I'm just gonna cut it here for a second. Get some real water.